Hello friends and welcome to a new episode of Gaming with Memecat. Today I'm going to play a game that's called the Stanley Parable. And it's a game in which there's a narrator that tells you what to do. And you can decide if you do the thing that he wants you to do or if you don't. And I already played an episode about this game in which I kinda did everything that he wanted me to do. But in this episode, I won't be doing anything that he wants me to do. So because cats never do what the humans tell them. Huh? So yeah. I think before I starting to talk too much, let's get started the game. Begin the game. And depending on what you choose, the end is always a different
This
end.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Really? I wouldn't be happy with
And
a
then
job
one
like
day,
that.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
What?
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi.
Never in all his years at the
I say
company
hi.
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Like I mentioned in the game before, episode before, I just think he didn't know that it's quarantine time. Just saying. Okay. So you're telling me to step out of this wonderful office? Well, I won't. Maybe I should. Okay. Hello?
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Maybe it's Sunday and nobody's working? Not even the printer's working anymore. Like all the employees. So Stanley decided to run in circles around the printer in hope that it will start again. And all the employees will came back and work again. But then he realized that this wasn't working and he decided to go to a computer. But he couldn't read anything on it, so can I push any buttons? Oh, I can switch it off. So he switched off the computer and moved on. Looked outside and realized that it was very bright outside. Then he stepped in another room and saw another computer that wasn't switched off. And he did it because he wasn't wasting any energy on this planet. Well, kinda. Username access. Memecat. What? You don't have any Memecat working here? God damn it. And he moved on. Hello? And the door was not closing anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
this is
doors, he entered the door on his left.
So he entered the door on his left, but he could never decide between left and right, so he entered
This
the
was
right
not the
door.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. Why not? If I want to admire something, I admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in? It kinda is a nice room, if you ask me.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What? These paintings are nice. There's a flower and an
At this
ocean.
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What? You're telling me everybody left because of me? Hell no, I don't think so.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Well, have you never noticed that I switched off all the computers? I don't get any messages anymore. At least for today. Okay. What? You have a cold drinks machine? Can I have a Coca-Cola, please? Oh, god damn it, it's not working. Another picture with a mountain. I don't know about you, but I think the furniture looks comfy. A coffee machine! It's also not working. God damn it, is anything working here? I don't think so. And Stanley decided to run in circles again, just in the hope that he would annoy the voice in his head. But then he realized that this wasn't working either, and he stepped out of this room.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
The first open door on his left. Well, there are a lot of doors on his right, and a first door on his left. But Stanley was never good at counting, so he stepped through another
Stanley
door.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What do you know about me getting fired? You know, I have connections. I don't get fired that easily. Well, you don't believe me? Well, that's your problem, not mine. Caution. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Well, I wasn't lying. Like I said before. Bye, chairs. I'm moving on. Oh. Wow. Okay. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Wait, but if you jump off and you die, then how could you even pay for it, huh? So what this is telling me is that you don't want me to jump off the lift. Well, let's see what is happening.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
Really?
investing your trust in someone else can be
I
difficult,
don't want
but the
to jump
fact
into-
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't believe you. And have you noticed I'm a cat? Cats have 9 lives or 7 lives? I don't know. So, and if we jump off something, we always land on our feet. Like I did. As you can see. Danger. Danger everywhere. Everywhere? Are you talking about me? Well then, I take it as a compliment. The door is closing. Ghosts are arriving. Ah, that's spooky. Hello?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do you know that cats can't really see red? Yeah? Even if they're following red dots, what's kind of mysterious if you ask me. So Stanley walked through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the blue door. Ha!
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, Stanley won't walk through a red door. There's a blue door. And Stanley walked through the blue door. Not through the red door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Nobody can stop me now.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I don't trust you. Ceiling light. Office space. Well, is this a trap? Let's find out.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
But I don't know if 1 is good or 5 is good. There's no description. I think I'd take a 3 because it's in the middle.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful.
What?
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
A look? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. First, good old Nile. Second, Skid. Third, all this? Are you kidding me? 9,000. Stanley is online? Are you talking about me? That's not nice. In total, doors open, doors attempted, steps take. Why not ask? God damn it, if you're trying to put me down, it's not working. It's not working. A cat rat is offline? Okay, if you're trying to challenge me, I challenge you.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Well, I don't care about anything.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
You don't even let me answer.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What? I don't click it for 4 hours. What are you thinking? God damn it, I don't care.
You heartless bastard.
I'm not a
If
bastard.
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of
despite you, I
ideas.
would say.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Well, if you do
since my game
such
is so
shitty
awful,
games...
why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What? Huh? Minecraft?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always
Honestly?
desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
A house? For me?
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
If you ask me, that doesn't look like a house to me. I mean, I don't know where you are living, but that's not a good house. It's too tiny.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
No.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Diamond?
Everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Yes! Diamonds are shiny. Diamonds are beautiful. Yeah, but don't push me into lava. That wouldn't be nice.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I didn't know that we were going this far down. Okay.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Hey? No! I was just starting to enjoy this. God damn it.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Hey, that's not nice to put me in a glass house. Stop! Oh! Oh. Nobody saw that! Oh, I'm free! Huh?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Eh. Oh. A block. Maybe here?
Genius.
Yes, I'm a genius. Thanks. Oh, the door's open.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work, and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
I'm sorry to upset you, but that was my intention. Should I jump down? Ooh. I made it. Filing cabinets. Office space. Alternate iteration. Hello? Are you gone? Are you mad at me? I'm sorry. But I had to do this. This was my job. At least for this video. Don't be mad at me. The Stanley Parable Alpha Test. Maybe that's where we have to go. Huh? Oh. Please, no horror game now. There's a light. Four two seven. My office. It looks different now. Am I a secret detective?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I'm happy.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will
I
wrap
don't
everything
need
up
you.
at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean
Really?
to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be
And
here
I'll
soon.
be back too.
Very soon. I can wait.
I can wait too. I think so. The end is never the end. And now we are back at the beginning. Ha! I have beaten your game. Okay. Well. Quit the menu. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's it for today's video. Hopefully you liked that video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all the other stuff. Goodbye! And don't forget to stay safe and healthy these days. Goodbye!